Hi guys, today's class is a book A Street Cat Named Bob. Bowen's childhood, born in the spring of 1979, said that he would become a successful author. Soon after the boy was born, his parents divorced. The mother remarried and the family left for Australia. James, who did not get along with his stepfather and classmates and sniffed glue, was diagnosed with schizophrenia. At the age of 18, the guy returned to London. At first, James was sheltered by his stepsister, but then the young man's antics bored a relative, and the future writer found himself on the street. Out of desperation, Bowen became a heroin addict. When James agreed to participate in the heroin substitution program with the mildest drug, methadone, social services provided the guy with a small social apartment. Bowen earned his living by performing songs at the theater in Covent Garden. One day, returning home, James saw a wounded ginger cat on the stairs, sheltered the animal, and spent all his savings on treatment. When the tailored body recovered, Bowen sent him outside, but the cat started following the guy everywhere. James called his friend Bob and gradually gave up using drugs. Friends began to perform together at Covent Garden. Londoners and tourists came to see the unusual duo. One day, John Grogan's literary agent turned out to among the audience, who created the bestseller Marley and Me, about a naughty Labrador dog. After learning the story of James and Bob, the lady invited Bowen to write a book and brought the guy together with the writer Harry Jenkins. In the movie A Street Cat Named Bob, filmed in 2016 based on the Bowen's book on the same name, a four-legged friend introduces the owner to a girl Betty. However, nothing is known about James' personal life. The man has an Instagram account, but it only contains photos of Bones with Bob. The writer also has a cat named Min. In 2018, James' family was replenished with a new member. Bob and Min have a stepbrother, a kitten named Mr. Jenksy. All of James' work, which have repeatedly become bestseller, tell about a four-legged friend who pulled the author out of the abyss of drug addiction. The first book, A Street Cat Named Bob, published in 2010, ends with friends trading at the exit of the London's Underground with a big issue magazine. The action of The World Through Bob's Eyes takes place the second year after the event described by in part 1 and begin with James' acquaintances with a literary agent. Bob is an Unusual Cat is an adaptation of the debut work for teenagers and My Name is Bob is for preschoolers. A Gift from Bob the Cat is distinguished by the introduction of fabulous element into the biography of the red-haired pet. Bob arranged a holiday for the owner for Christmas, despite the power outage. In 2018, Bowen's bibliography was replenished again. Bob's Little Book was published. Here you have to constantly bring yourself back to the idea that this is not a fictional story, not a mystery super smart cat which you will not meet in life, not a tragic story of a single drug addict with a happy ending. This is a real story, almost a report from the life of a man who at some point was incredibly lucky. Little red-haired lamb on the doorstep really turned into hero's life around. More precisely, from an empty stay in the world, he turned into a life. So, James Brown is a man of the street and the street London cat Red Bob. London, our days, and loneliness. The story that being needed for each other can change life. Turn it 180 degrees, give trust, melt the frozen soul, and pull it out of the all-consuming despair will certainly not leave the reader indifferent, and will also make you turn around suddenly someone needs your help, or just a hand outstretched towards you as a support in moment of despair. James Brown is an author and baker in London. His books A Street Cat Named Bob and The World According to a Bob, written and author Gary Jan. James Brownie now. In the St. Petersburg Republic of Cats in 2018, director Dennis Shakin staged a social one-man show, Bob, which is a great success. At the end of 2018, a video for James' songs and then became Bob appeared on YouTube. Now, Bob the cat, despite his vulnerable age, flies with the owner around Europe and Asia for an autograph session. That is all for today. Thank you for the class. See you next time.